I'm gonna do things my way. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. If you believe it, say it. You're gonna make it. Say it. If you believe it, say it. Yeah. This is my day.
It's 10 p.m. This is TrendingSA, your one-stop shop to everything on social media. We'll be live for the next 60 minutes here on SABC3 and on TrendingSA.tv. Thank you for making us your show of choice this evening. We love having you with us. Now, as usual, it's time to nightcap the day's hashtags. I am Queen Roberts. And to speak of the house, I roll with a crew of crazy people, of course. Let's start with the handsome, the gorgeous, dark beauty, Shaka Sisulu! Our very own golden bone. I like your lipstick, Nina Hastings! I love that 20s look. It is fantastic. The slick back hair and the lashes, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, darling.
Joining us for our second night as guest host is none other than the stunning Kanyimba! Miss Bao,
oh my gosh.
Oh, you look beautiful. The
Thank you so much,
evening is
guys.
on. Baby, how are you doing?
Tuesday, feeling good. It's so good to be back here in this house.
Nice. So hashtags. What was trending on your timeline?
The weirdest hashtag that I saw this morning was things you can't ignore.
Okay.
I went through it this morning and I found how weird people can be, how weird this got. And it reminded me of a very weird page on Facebook, but I'll tell you all about that later.
Yeah.
But it is weird.
The things that Kanye reads, weird pages on Facebook. Nina, what's taking place on your timeline?
Life's weird, guys. Life's weird. Okay, so a couple of the hashtags that I'm going to be tackling today. Hashtag free bonging kozi kanile. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into that. And then obviously hashtag if I was Moreki, because obviously I am the Moreki of the situations. And then we're going to be talking about that horrible situation at the bungalow restaurant. Okay.
Shakalalas, besides being given some eba, Kanye, what's happening on your timeline?
Give me air and a lot more any day.
Right, let's concentrate
Alright, okay.
on what you're being paid for.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me use this air time correctly. Listen, I want to talk about Rob and Black China. Actually, I don't. I want to introduce you all to a young man that I challenged. I said, you know what? Okay, you know, you so special because you're making up all these trends, and now you made up this trend that said, take Tweet Guru to TSA.
What?
So I tweeted, I said, if you can get 2,376 retweets, then you can come on the show and I'll bring you here personally. And he did. It took a long time. It took a long time. 4 days. But he did. And he's going to be in studio, and we're going to interview Tweet Guru. AKA, you know him as @JustColly. @JustColly,
He's
right?
quite cute.
I didn't know. And I thought he was little.
He's yellow.
Right, we talked him after the
Did you
break.
think it was this big?
I thought he was this big, and he's not.
He's yellow.
And you know what? We're gonna have a lot of fun with him. We're gonna make fun of him, and we want to see your tweets. We're also gonna take some of the tweets that you did on Ask Tweet Guru, and ask him some of those questions. All right, so stay tuned for that.
This doesn't mean Bauna Mali because you'll be paying flights for guys.
Oh, man.
Usena imali, ne?
I'm great, man.
All right, Morek is still
I'm a
here.
number one Moreki.
We will be talking to him after the break and also talk about the Zahara and True Love saga. If you missed it, where have you been under a rock? Don't worry, Nana, we got you. Don't despair. We'll break it down to you after the break. Join us. The hashtag is on3 on Twitter. It's TrendingSA on3 on Facebook. TrendingSA.
Yes!
Instagram. TrendingSA.
Yes!
Yes! Hot time!
This is my day. This is my day.
Hey!
Party. Party.
We're still at it with all the hashtags on the streets, the roads, the drives, the boulevards, social media. This is your hashtags are on 3 home where we dissect them live on SABC3 and on TrendingSA.tv. My name, of course, you can't remember. Of course you can remember. Roberts.
Yes!
Yes, Hunter! Hunter, you got something to say, Hunter.
I've always
Hunter!
got something to say. My name is Nina Hasty, and that's,
Yes, Hunter!
that's like a full-time thing, okay? So we are your nighttime family.
Yeah, we go beyond beyond and above the hashtags. Now let's continue with Nina. We
Okay.
know we are like nighttime family. Let's continue.
Yeah. Okay, so basically these are the hashtags that we're going to be talking about. Hashtag Free Bongi Nkosi Kanyile was also trending on my timeline. So this is the Fees Must Fall activist that was arrested 85 days ago, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time after being involved in the violent protests in September. Okay, so he has been denied bail by the Durban Magistrates Courts on 2 previous occasions, but has appealed the decision in the High Court in Pietermaritzburg. Okay, so here are some of the reactions to his arrest on Twitter.
Shame, man.
Sure. Okay, so we've got...
Why is Bongosi Kanyile still in prison, though, when hardcore criminals get bail for worse offenses, then fees must fall? Protests.
Sure, that's hectic. Okay. Nkonzo Lotchwa says, I was in court, heard the arguments, hashtag Bongi Nkosi Kanyile will be home. Please help me with this.
Christmas.
Oh, at Christmas. Oh, thank you. I'm learning.
Christmas.
Okay, cool. Ponso Pilani says, Lord Twitter, I need you to break down how and why Bongi Nkosi Kanyile can still be in prison. This is ridiculous. And then Makwanyane _R says, imagine if Bongi Nkosi Kanyile was a WITS or a UCT student, the media attention he would have received.
And I agree with that. That it does seem that amongst all of the students, all of the protesting, the different universities, there does seem to be a spotlight on some. And there's clear, blatant favoritism by the media.
What has he done, though? What were the accusations? What was he accused of?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
What was he accused of?
So when we are fuckers and jail, you don't even know.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Okay, look, so essentially what's going to happen now moving forward is his case is being remanded to the 19th of January 2017. He remains in custody until his next appearance because, guys, I don't even understand what's happening. But all we can do at this stage is shine a light on it from our side, get involved and use the hashtag. Okay, cool. Some of you on my social media are still having dreams of becoming like me and Shaga and Kuli and definitely Kani Morekis, right? So, I mean, we make the monies. So, hashtag if I was Moreki was trending on my timeline today after it was started by, I still never know how to pronounce this. Is it Stigi or Stigi? Stigi. Like Stigi when he tweeted this. Check. Stigi says, when the girl that always curved me tries to talk to me, hashtag if I was Moreki. Oh, wow, that's just one tweet. Other tweets also jumped in on this trend and started tweeting what they would do if they were Morekis. Have a look. Okay, so Diamza says, hashtag if I was Moreki, I'd also take a nap on the top of the December supply so I don't forget who's buying.
Wow.
That's
Shit! All right, and then Champion says, if I was Moreki, I would call my friends and tell them to meet me at the club, then arrive 5 hours later, buy a 6-pack, and then go home. What a horrible Moreki. And then Maiza Melo says, if I was Moreki, I wasn't going to bother Umashonisa in January.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
He doesn't have to be a umureki for that.
Why? You can just not
Then
do anything.
Yamkela says, if I was Moreki, I'd have someone to hold my phone while it's charging until that reaches 100%. That's funny. I like that one.
Does that person respond? You know what I love so much about social media? It's like, it's what people are thinking and feeling,
Yes.
but it's open, it's there.
Right.
Right?
Beautiful.
It's like you've walked into people's brains.
Yeah.
Right? But when you meet them, they're I'm such a
No, when you've walked into someone's brains and there's nothing there. So from Moreki to
Echo
another
chamber.
Moreki. This upsets me because this is such a problematic situation all in all. Okay, so somebody went to the bungalow restaurants in Cape Town. Okay, an incident from Sunday when we all got to see a photograph of this bill. Okay, that had a description of the customers at a Cape Town restaurant as 2 blacks. This picture went viral across social media, and the restaurant has since released a statement that. Should I do this in an accent?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so no offense was intended by the incident, and the venue has a clear policy of non-discrimination on the basis of gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation. Apparently the waiter, okay, so who is black and from Zimbabwe, used 2 blacks as a method of description, which isn't the restaurant's policy at all. Check out some of these tweets that were sort of the reactions on social media. So Eyewitness News, there's a link to the Eyewitness News article. This is nonsense. Why can't the waiter name tables by numbering them? Bungalow should fire the waiter and retrain others. Vele, that's like the only obvious result. Bungalow racism, sad face. Black people must stay away from the restaurant. This can lead on one being poisoned if their machines are programmed as such.
Okay.
That's a bit of a stretch, but okay, yeah.
I mean, look, you know what? I've got a friend who's a DJ
Yeah.
who was actually saying, well, you know, this place is owned by a friend that has clubs here in Joburg and all of that, who's a good guy.
Right.
It's true,
And
though.
which is true,
It's
right?
true, we know
And,
that.
you know, I'll be playing there. So what you find is that, like, if the creme de la creme of black society are going to immediately kind of make an excuse, even if it's legit, but they're going to excuse it. Oh, it's just one guy at Bungalow. The owner is not that bad. You know, and actually it's a great place, and we're going to be playing there, and we're going to have parties, and we've got all that lined up. If the creme de la creme of black society aren't prepared to actually just say, you know what, to hell with it. We don't want to hear any excuse. We're not going. We're shutting the place down. Then until you have that, you're always going to have these kind of reactions where we're going to be upset on social media and nothing will happen.
Yeah, but
They're going to
guys-
treat you like garbage.
Guys, I used to waitress, and I know that if the restaurant does not have table numbers, you describe the people.
Exactly. That's where I was also going.
And you got to imagine that the guy, the waiter is black himself, so there's no racism there at all. That's another thing that we also have to be careful of. We cannot be calling everything
Thank you,
racism.
Kuli.
There are a lot of
Thank you,
racists.
Kuli.
There
I
are
agree.
a lot
Yes.
of racists, but
Yes.
we cannot see racism
Yes.
and forget about everything else.
Exactly.
I used to be,
Kuli's
like I
right,
said,
though.
I used to be a waitress, and that's exactly how I used to be because there were
If
no
it was
numbers.
Americans, they would have said probably 2 Americans.
If this had happened in Dip Sloot, the person would have written 2
I
Americans.
agree.
They
Yes,
wouldn't have
Kuli.
written 2 blacks because they see blacks all the
And-
time.
Exactly.
And here's the problem. The problem is that we come from a history,
Of course.
okay, of hundreds of years of discrimination on the basis of 2 blacks. Right?
Can I
So you
also
can't
just
then
say-
suddenly
No,
say,
but-
well, now we're using as a descriptor and it's actually okay. It's that
But
weird
you
thing.
guys are selective. You're global when you want to, but
not
when you want
global.
to
The
as well,
fact is
you're
when-
still stuck in this whole history of who we used to be.
Kimangu, you guys.
South Africans, no, I'm just saying that as we're talking about this on Twitter, is that we need to also decide, are we moving forward, healing and accepting who we've become and become a global society, or are we still a third world that is only South Africa that's got wounds that we're still leaking?
We
Where are
have
going?
wounds.
Oh, come on.
Hell no, we're not just going to get away and be.
Right, guys, sorry.
We're not just going to move on and say, well, it's okay. We're now a first world country.
I
We're not
agree.
first world, but guys, let's heal. It is a description. It could be the system. It's probably not that guy
It
or the
is the
restaurant.
system.
From
Yes,
a topic we never ignore as a nation to the other stuff, things you can't ignore, right, Kanye?
I can't ignore the fact that you guys are letting blatant racism just like slide and make excuses for it. I can't ignore
I
that.
can't
crap.
ignore the fact that
Okay.
you get so angry.
I think
We
that
have
we're gonna
to get angry.
We're gonna go to ad break. During the ad break, this will be continuing. I will be under the table.
I'm so angry.
Okay,
I'm
that's
so
right.
angry.
Okay,
Guys, okay.
calm down.
Statue?
This is my day. This is my day.
Do you remember when this came out?
No.
Welcome back, gorgeous. On to other stuff. Nganga, what were you saying when I'm all tutus, when I'm all lolos?
I said there's a hashtag that I saw this morning called "Things You Can't Ignore." It started out cute with little things that people can't ignore, then it started turning and becoming quite weird. So it reminded me of a little page on Facebook that shows a few weird things. It's called at Weird Facts or Facts Weird. What is it?
Weird Facts.
Weird Facts. Yeah. That's the one. There are a few things in there that people get famous for that are quite weird and disturbing. I'd like to share some of those.
Disturbing.
Yes. All right. So.
Okay, so some of the tweets that you were talking about in that hashtag, right?
Yes.
Like this one, things you can't ignore, me getting fat in the mirror. Just shut up! Just shut up! Okay, it's December. Live with your fat. No, I'm just saying, it's December. It's December.
Why are you angry today?
It's a sensitive time. It's December.
Everyone has their triggers, right?
Okay.
So it's not that cute, as I said. People saying they get fat. People
Look in
say
the
they
mirror.
look jolly in the mirror. And then it started getting a bit weird and vile. It exposed some people. So let's go to that page that I was telling you about. So number 4. In 2010, 2-year-old Adi Rizal shockingly became famous for smoking 40 cigarettes a day. So let's take, yes. So let's look at that.
Oi,
Looks like someone's baby daddy.
He's a Moreki.
Aldi Rizal started smoking when he was just 18 months old. Now he's hooked and on 40 a day. And don't think of denying him his fix. The toddler goes crazy, screaming, slamming his head on the floor, even getting sick if he doesn't get his 2 packs a day.
but look at him.
That's so crazy. But you know what's interesting is like
I would
how
like
everyone is
to
so
mention
chilled.
that we're not promoting smoking, but at the time, Adi's parents had poor excuses for their child's addiction. The mother said that if he didn't get his cigarettes, he would get angry, he would scream, he'd batter his head against the wall, and he'd tell her that he feels sick and dizzy. What kind of parents allows that?
One thing that that journalist didn't tell us was that the entire community, that's how they live. They smoke a lot. They smoke a lot. So out of context, it seems like, oh my gosh, this poor child. That's what they all do. And then, of course, they followed up a couple of years later. He had lung cancer, but then they sorted that out as well.
But so
Are
cute,
those all
poor
children,
lungs.
or are they just people who have stunted growth because they started smoking when they were small? Just asking questions.
I think that guy's 30. He's a 30-year-old. They say he's a 2-year-old.
He's like, but you know what I can't understand? It's like, where are the cigarettes from all the adults? Adults are just like standing there.
No, look, it's
like
for
so
TV.
happy they're on
It's for TV. They love the TV. That area, all of them smoke.
Wow, could he?
Yeah, I read about it.
Interesting. Wow. Number 3, the weird factor goes to that's number 3. Sorry. It's please help me with that word.
It's Tanakuya.
Is it Tanakuya?
Takanakuya.
All right. The Peruvian
Takanakuya.
Christmas tradition is a fist fighting with the family and friends, and then resolve it over drinks and move on to the New Year. So
Sounds like Fridays
we fist
in
fight
Pretoria.
and then we drink, and after we're drunk, we're good.
What did you say?
I said that sounds like Fridays in Pretoria.
Hilarious.
So imagine
So in
this.
Pretoria, you guys get down like that.
Yeah.
But Mamela, guys, what happens if like you and I have had a fight and now we're going to have to fight again to make up for the fight and then you damage me even more the second time we're trying to make
That's
up?
gonna make me angry even more.
Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense.
But it reminds me of that bare knuckle fist fighting that they have in Limpopo, in Venda. Like
I've got some pictures actually.
it's a real thing.
What?
It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. It is
Yeah.
a real thing. The bare knuckle fighting in Limpopo is unbelievable.
But you know what?
If you're into fighting.
I find it so exciting.
All right, guys, a clip number 3. The ugly law, you're going to, believe it or not, there's a law in the States. It started in 1974, where several American cities had an ugly law that determined whether ugly people or unsightly people could be seen in public. So if Mobe, you can't be seen.
I'm sorry to laugh.
If Mobe,
Who determines who's ugly?
well, agencies and casting agents do that today. You will not be on TV if this is not right.
That's why they don't call you back.
You're so horrible.
I'm currently
it's so
on 2
beautiful.
shows on the channel right now.
I'm sorry that I laughed. I know that's so tragic, but I mean, it's macabre. It's like it's completely
macabre.
But it happens today.
In real
Casting
life.
agents, modeling agencies
And-
do that.
and
They
it
decide
also-
if you could be seen in public by
Yeah,
everyone.
that's true. It also happens on Instagram.
Exactly.
There are some people who are getting followed just because like they're hot. And
Yeah.
then there's others like they work so hard. They take pictures of everything, of their food. They take pictures of other people. They take pictures of naked people. Nothing, Tololo. No followers.
Don't even
Nothing.
joke. On my Instagram, every time I put pictures of other people, my followers just like love it. When I post pictures of myself, nothing. Sometimes I have to check my phone is on.
All right, let's go to number one, guys. Let's go to number one. This is the sickest and weirdest one of them all. I know it comes out funny, but this is quite serious. An American porn star, Sunny Lane, is managed by her parents. Yes, I said her mom and dad. They oversee and manage her whole porn career. So if you, yeah.
We're wearing the same eyelashes, her and I.
So who
Did your
manages
mama
you?
put that together?
No, look, she's got the same drag queen eyelashes I'm wearing. Check.
No, but that's what
Actually-
Kris Kardashian does anyway.
I think you don't want to have comparisons with this.
Guys,
So
and
wait,
She's a porn star.
so wait. She's a porn star, and the mom will be like, "Arch your back, baby. Arch your
Jenna
back."
does
Push
it
it
with
back.
Kim Kardashian and Kylie and all of them.
Jenner.
And now on to a story that has been chowing a lot of our data today. Hashtag True Love is at it again.
Oh, gosh.
Last time it was Lerato, well, at it again. Last time it was Lerato Kganyago's
All of us.
body shaming scandal. This time around, hashtag Zahara fell victim to the publication's malicious headline. Malicious. Just look at this headline. It reads, marriage, drugs, and
Selling records.
selling records. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's
She also looks very confused though.
Right. Zahara took to social media yesterday evening to lash out at True Love magazine over associating her name with drugs on its cover page and has threatened to sue the magazine if copies of the publication aren't recalled. Of course, they're not recalled. We've got a copy. She also went on to add this comment. Uthini uyathatha umuntu? What about tabloids saying her friends call her house a bottle store? I won't act like a saint because I'm not one. There aren't any pictures of me acting some type of way because I'm drunk, and neither are there any. Okay, and then he said, I've never been on drugs either. I'm clean as a whistle, and that's that.
I like this part. I'll sip champagne if I want to. Sip champagne when you know what it is, right? Like we all have normal lives, but what you find with a magazine like that, it wants to.
Sell.
Sensationalize
It was to sell.
every element.
Okay, other media personalities have also showed some support for Zahara. Masijomba uthini ubonang Mateba. Uthi ubonang Mateba. It's going to be a while before our Grace's publication, not under this leadership, so hurtful, so wrong. This was after I think after the Lerato Kganyago complained about her thighs being photoshopped. And then of course there's another one from Bonang today. True love is trash, right? That's Bonang Mateba.
Queen bee. Can you
Right.
see why she's the queen?
Lerato Kganyago says, well, let's wait until Revlon wants to advertise in True Love and we'll see if True Love is still trash. And then there's another one from Lerato Kganyago. If only women in the industry could stand up together and boycott True Love and stop posing for their covers till they come right. It's not that easy. Hello, thank you. Even Fezokuhle, unganqashem uFezokuhle, naye uthumele i-tweet masijonga uthini ka Fezokuhle. All right, Uti True Love magazine is at it again, showing Mzansi celebrity false love. That is by Ufezo.
Wait, hang on. Wait. That's the false account.
It doesn't matter. Most of them are anyway. And then I think there was another one from AKA. AKA says True Love doesn't give a about women or their stories. They just want to sell magazine whether they humiliate them or not.
Yeah.
Right. This is what people are saying.
Just
and
like in rap videos when chicks have no clothes on.
Guys, honestly,
This is a serious issue.
We've got some tips for you. You know, when a magazine comes up to you and says, we'd like to do a cover for you. So these are a couple of the things that you need to do. All right, wait. Before that, let's talk about Lebo Mashile and other celebrities. Well, Lebo Mashile also had a problem with True Love. You also, what was your problem with True Love?
Dude, my cover was the first cover that really showed the worst. I mean, they look at that. I look like I've
That
just
cat
stepped out of
woman.
a UFO and I've just come to Earth to see if I could take it over. And for
How did you deal with that? Like, it's out already.
babe, you deal with this. You just dress up and you still become who you have to be.
Yeah.
And I could honestly say to Zahara that a few words aren't as damaging as having a picture that lasts forever. Because words you can change by the doing, what you do, and how you carry yourself. You can still change it. And even if you said something in a publication, you can still change it tomorrow because you just need to have the confidence and still carry it.
Is
You know
there
what
no
I'm saying?
legal space where you can actually sue people for defamation of your own image?
Okay,
No,
can we
because when
continue?
you
Let's
do
continue.
that, when you do that,
Yeah.
they'll say to you, they'll blame some graphic designer in Cape Town.
No, they
That they
can't.
had no-
Okay, let me explain
That's what they
let
said
me
to me.
let me explain what happened here.
Okay.
The mere mention in any context of drugs, it's worth being put on the cover because it was within the context of the conversation. So let's just go into process, right? Right. Fine. Okay. And then we've just tried. Okay, we tried to get hold of True Love. They weren't talking. We tried to get a hold of Zahara. But the point is that everything Zahara had to say was here, and everything True Love had to say was here. So, guys, I've got some tips. Whether you are either giving an interview or things to take into consideration if you are reading one. Demeanor on arrival makes content. Don't come in rushed and in curlers. Everything is content. If Ukanye walks into an interview smelling of something bizarre, it's gonna be content. Don't answer questions about drugs. Shake your head if you want to. And I'm just like, hey, Coolie Roberts, do you take drugs? Hey, Coolie Roberts, have you ever taken drugs? Don't do it. Read the story before it goes to press. You can't do that. You know, they write about you, Nina, and you think it's fantastic. And yeah, you're going to be famous. You're going to have pictures everywhere. Read that story because ultimately they're trying to sell the magazine. And also don't forget that they haven't paid you. So don't get too excited about being asked to do covers. They don't get paid. Okay, another one, lie and be interesting. Oprah said it. If you have to lie and be interesting, when I'm just like, no one wants to read boring stories.
I don't have to lie to be interesting.
Because you are. Right. Last one, if facts are twisted, moan like crazy. You need to bring attention to the misrepresentation as well as sell the publication. Because sometimes when you don't make a noise, no one buys it. And to you viewers, beware of what you read. Headlines, cover pages are based on what can sell. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Do not be gullible.
Okay, but having said that, I mean, how do you minimize the damage, right, to someone's reputation and potential integrity when this damn magazine is going to be there in the public space for an entire month?
Listen.
Well, you must know yourself. Know who you are.
Listen.
Yeah.
Talk when I'm Momo. What happened?
No, what happens is you need to then, I know Lerato started taking pictures of herself trying to show that I don't have cellulite. She started wearing a lot of shorts for a whole month.
Right.
What I did, I started taking makeupless selfies the whole month because you're trying to redeem yourself. But I still say that rather have them misquote you than have a bad picture.
Yeah, story of my
because
life.
when casting agents look at that cover, I mean, when I walked into Danny Miller's office, after that he saw the magazine, he wasn't sure whether he wanted to hire me until he saw me and was like, oh, okay, we can do this.
Yeah, as long as
worried.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rather have them misquote you than have a bad picture. A bad picture is hell.
Sometimes it don't matter what you do as long as they use the right picture. When we return, we
Also,
talk
Pansy, True Love, Pansy.
Connect with us. We love hearing from you. Connect with us. We love hearing from you. It's on Twitter, Trending on SA, Facebook, Trending SA, Instagram, Trending SA. We love True Love because honestly, keep selling.
All right.
Do your best. Do your thing.
This is my day. This is my day.
Live on Trending SA on SABC3 and our website TrendingSA.tv. We are forever talking about trending things, trending people, trending doors, trending doorknobs, trending hair. But what we've done today is trending faces. Yes, Ushaka has chosen to bring someone who is behind some of the hashtags that trend over our timelines on any given day. Oh boy, I think not 21. Not 21. Why not 20? Not 20.
20.
What? Please, Guru is 20 and he's single and he's here. Give it up for him.
Well, you're single now.
I'm single now.
Now that you haven't defended your chick on TV, you're single. Listen, okay, this is the dude, okay, and here's how we actually get to know Tweet Guru. All right, here are some of the trends that he and his posse, and I'll get into that, his group of friends started.
Gang of nerds.
The gang of nerds.
He doesn't look like a nerd.
No. This is like, what's that? Okay. So here's one of them. Requirements to date me. Okay. Here, check out another one. He says, okay, here's another one. Way back when songs. All right, okay. Driving license bribe must fall. Say something savage. Why I was dumped. All right, why I hate the honeymoon phase. Do you guys remember some of these?
All about
All right, okay, moments that made 2016. So you guys remember some of these?
Yeah.
Because we discussed a lot of these hashtags. So then we started noticing people starting saying to us on Twitter, like, yeah, but why are you always using like Tweet Guru's like trends? Why are you never crediting Tweet Guru? When is Tweet Guru gonna come to the show? Tweet Guru makes the show.
What did you say, Winner? I made Tweet Guru.
Oh, wait, hang on.
makes
Before we even
everybody
get there,
this guy,
what, yes, as you can see. Ask Kanye.
Ask me why.
Listen. Tweet Guru's friends, okay, then started a hashtag. I'm not going to say you did, okay? I'm going to say your friends. They started a hashtag that said, take Tweet Guru to TrendingSA, to TSA.
Yes.
Okay?
How does it feel?
Okay, and here he is tonight. But before that, when we saw that hashtag, we then said, if you get 2,376 RTs,
Look, he's rolling his eyes.
and the dude and his friends, they worked. I remember seeing this every day. I had to turn off my mentions for a week. For a week, guys are like, come on, let's get Tweet Guru to TrendingSA. Come on. And people were threatening me. Shaka, if you don't keep your promise, yeah, we're going to come for you. Whatever. Okay, and then 4 or 5 days later, they made it. Even though there was another hashtag that said, take back the RTs. You remember that one?
I remember that one.
Okay, take back the
But
RTs.
you upset them.
All right. Okay.
Okay, why is he
And
here?
the-
Let's talk more about him because he's bored now. Let's talk to him.
falling-
I want to talk about Tweet Guru and this magical power that you have to start trends. Because this is a show about trends. So let's talk about you and the thing that you do.
How does one person become a production?
How do you become like a factory of trends that we enjoy every single day and we laugh about every single night?
For me, it's like natural. It's like learning school. Like when you start grade 1. On Twitter, when you first start out, you don't know much about what you're doing, and then the more you do it, the more you learn, and the more you understand it, and then you see the habits of other people. And there's a lot of accounts on Twitter that like have parody accounts of relationship quotes. So I realized, okay, if there's a lot of accounts that have relationship quotes, why don't I start trends about relationships? Then I can be put on the map. So that's...
Okay. I like this. I like what you're saying, right? Because it's honesty
at
about...
20, what do you know about relationships?
Hey, yay!
Hi, Kanye, where were you at 20? I
nice
know where you
thing-
were.
At 20, I was doopsy.
Oh, yeah.
The nice thing about starting trends is that I don't have to tweet most of the tweets. I start it, but then other people join in. So I tweet what I've experienced, and then older people and more mature people join in, and then it starts trending. I don't
And
have
then
to
it
do
starts trending.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so let's just take a step back. Who are you? Like, what's your real name?
Kolisa,
Kolisa who?
Square,
Like the minister?
yes,
Oh.
Where are you from?
Cape Town.
Did TrendingSA fly you up from Cape Town?
Yes,
No.
they did.
Guys,
Whoa,
yeah, we are the Morekis. That's Ngabora now. Okay.
whoa, Nina.
No, he must stop boring us with the Morekis.
No,
I can't.
Nina, wait, hang on.
Okay.
It wasn't a we thing.
Mom.
When did you decide? Are you at school now?
Yeah, I'm still at school.
What school?
I'm at Mancosa. It's a private institute.
Okay.
Yeah,
So which gives you a lot of time to tweet. Clearly.
Exactly.
It's a private institute doing what?
Business, basically. So I'm studying a BCom in supply chain management.
Supply chain management.
Wow.
Okay.
But I'd like to know, I mean, for you to know what the market wants and you know that something's going to trend, it means you understand humans that well. Yes. What's your relationship with human behavior?
For me, I'm an introvert. If you get to know me, I'm very quiet.
Yeah.
But I observe a lot. So I keep quiet, then I observe human behavior a lot.
So you people watch a lot.
Yes, exactly.
And what have you? Sorry.
No, Kanye, you are there. Show him.
So, what have you found interesting? Because there's this obsession with social media. But what is social media really?
It's a bunch of people talking about things, basically.
Do you take any? There's quite a lot of stuff that's said on Twitter. Twitter is a space without any hegemony, no government, no sort of. It's a self-governed space. So if the Twitterati feel that you are saying something that could be politically incorrect, or that there's a lot of dragging culture, it's a very prickly space. How do you navigate your own politically correctness, if that's a word, and how do you manage something? Say, for example, you've said something wrong and you get dragged. How do you cope with that?
The way I do it is, I think Twitter, you become relevant and irrelevant very quickly.
Okay.
So you can turn a negative situation into a positive situation on Twitter.
Okay.
So people, negative energy actually gets people to know you more.
Okay.
So like the Natasha Tahani example.
Okay, talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Tell us about
That was
that.
horrible.
When you dragged this poor
Was that
child.
you?
Yeah.
Yes.
For no
you?
reason. For no reason.
But you were the one who put the what on the table.
But we're not here
Yeah.
to grill him. We're talking about what he does on social media.
No,
I didn't
no,
start
no,
the
no.
hashtag.
Okay.
Who started the hashtag?
There was another person that started it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, but you added. And that person was in your crew, wasn't it?
No.
no,
they
it
weren't.
wasn't the
It
same
wasn't.
vibe. This
No.
guy's he's a good guy. That guy was
No.
evil.
Let me tell you what happened. What
He
happened
advised,
was that a few months ago, I tweeted a tweet asking about her relationship status. I didn't at her. I didn't mention her. I didn't tag her. Then 2 minutes later, she comes sliding in, and then she says, "This tweet won't increase your bank balance."
No, actually, here's what happened. You tweeted it 2 months ago. Someone a few weeks ago then said, "But isn't she going out with so-and-so?" Then she responded, because now he had tagged her. And she said, "Apparently she's single. Now, has this made any of us richer?" Then you took offense.
Yeah.
Is this
Why?
like bygones? Past tense?
Okay,
is
but
past tense.
why do you... here's one thing I wanted to know, because, look, beyond this...
Mntana
there's
mhle masiyeke.
no,
It is
here's-
past tense.
Hang on. There's one thing I wanted to know, which is the general... How quickly people are to take offense on Twitter, right? Like in the way you did, right? Even though it's a space where we are generally really nasty to each other. You hear what I'm saying? Here, have a sweet so you can see we're nice.
Shaka, but I feel that social media is just a place where people can air their views, but we shouldn't take it so personally that we bring it up like 6-7 months later and it's a thing. We can talk about it as an event of something that happened, but we shouldn't be asking why, when, the mechanics of what happened.
And half the
Because
time-
social media it's a breather and it passes.
It passes. As
It
long as you
passes.
remember that it
Let it
passes.
pass, brother.
And half the time
Let
you're
it
busy
go.
arguing with a 12-year-old. So
Please,
really.
he's
It gets
12.
back.
So what do you say? What do you say about it?
I feel the reason why I brought it back is because there's an account on Twitter, Trailer Jam. It started in SA. So now that thing appeared on my Twitter line, and they were ridiculing me. So now those feelings came back from then. I was never going to start. I was never going to bring it up. So those feelings
Trailer
came.
Jam.
Yeah, so Trailer Jam is basically a Twitter account that ridicules other people. So they post your tweets, and then
they clap
yeah,
back.
and then they clap back. And so
Oh.
I took real offense.
So
to
it
that.
hurt because
Yeah.
you got clapped back.
Yeah, I won't lie, it did hurt.
Oh, shame.
So
Sorry, Lala, but we did. You did something happened on
hug him,
Twitter
hug
about
him.
ask tweet
Hug him,
guru.
hug him.
Yeah.
Get hugged by
Right now
Kanye
on
Bao.
Twitter, there's a
Get hugged by
hashtag
Kanye
ask
Bao.
tweet guru. So let's check that out, guys. Are you all crying?
No, I don't know what's going on.
My thing is this, right?
Guys,
Okay.
we got a tweet. Let's read the tweet. I
Okay.
apologize,
No,
Papulos.
it's fine. I'm just like,
I
Smile,
apologize.
smile.
Ask tweet guru, favorite rapper and rap line. Nice one. What is it, tweet guru?
A Reese, he's freestyle. Another day, same kicks.
Nice one, Momo. We got another one, sweetie. We got one more.
sure, we are clearly
ju-
another
just-
target market here.
Just calling.
No, like
Ask tweet
another
guru.
day, same
Tuesday,
shoes.
what do you choose, when a Momo?
I choose the people that supported me to come on the show.
And
Okay.
the last one, when a Momo, it's in. Oh, my English, Mr. Sakaya. EPN, you ask Tweet Guru, who do you follow then unfollow after a few hours?
I don't do that.
Eh?
That's not me.
I don't know what's happening, but anyway.
Okay. You know what? I want to talk
That
about
was the
the
last
people
one.
that helped you come, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 2,376 RTs. Okay. To the average person, it's quite a lot. But to you and your gang, it wasn't. 4 days, right? Who helped you? Who are these people that help you?
No one helped me for the. I didn't use the crew that I usually use for the retweets, but the people that actually support me and the people that I grew with is the Hand of Sass.
The hand?
The Hand of Sass.
What
It's
is
a-
that?
The Hand of Sass. It's a guy on
a
social
cult.
media. No, it's like a platform on social media that helps you grow as a brand, and it helps you grow.
Hand of
yourself.
Sass.
Yeah.
How do I find this
You
thing?
can
Hand of
find it,
Sass.
and it's it's basically about me. I wouldn't be trendsetter or tweet guru without the brand.
Popo, how do you feel about being here? Because clearly you're special. I know you're taking it away from yourself saying I wouldn't be here, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel about being here?
Yeah, I'm happy.
It's cool, hey?
Happy.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the fertility dance with me?
No.
Why did you want to come on Trending SA?
I think no. For me, I like to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I like the show a lot. So
Thank you so much for helping us, and thank you so much for being amazing. Obviously, Shaka will close you off because you're the guest.
Well, you know, earlier we asked him exactly how he makes things trend. And you know what this dude decides to do? He said he's going to start a hashtag.
What
All
was
right?
it?
This is the damn hashtag.
There we go.
The hashtag is tweet like Shaga. While we've been here working, okay, talking about hashtags, he's created this hashtag. Apparently it's trending. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Do you have little elves? Do they work for Father Christmas in December, but then you just like get them to tweet for you during the year? How does it work?
No, like
Resonate.
the show TSA on 3 makes me trend at night. I don't usually start trends at night, so I use you guys to trend my tweets.
Wow,
So you employed them, my brother.
Yes.
Powerful.
Thank you so much. You're
right.
absolutely incredible. We are very proud of you. Thank you very much for coming.
I want to do one more thing. Take a look at this picture, because I know this is a picture when you were celebrating in your group. Can you see that?
Oh, we did it. Congratulations, dude.
Okay. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. This is his chat group for the Hand of Sass.
Hand of Sass.
And there are about 400 people in the chat
600.
group. 600 people in the chat group.
Hey, guys.
And all of them want retweets, and they joined this. It is a secret organization. It is a mafia of Twitter.
Wow.
And I have uncovered it for you right
Hand of
here
Sass.
on Trending SA.
I'm in there.
And guess what? Guess what? It's not the only one. You are basically promo Twitter.
Right.
Basically, yes.
You know, when I was your age, we used to just go to bars and play pool. What is this? Hand of Sass? WhatsApp groups? Do you know
Promo Twitter, everybody. Give them a round of applause.
Guys, we need to take a
Alright,
quick
keep
break. We'll come back after the show. We'll close the show, and then we'll find out exactly what happened, because I don't know what happened here. What is he doing?
It was
I don't
beautiful.
know. It's
Revolutionary.
adorable. He
Amazing.
Continue to engage with us so we
Don't know
can hear
yet,
your
no.
viewpoints. It is hashtag on 3 on Twitter, Trending SA on 3, Facebook, Trending SA, Instagram, Trending SA. Tweet Guru will still be here with us after the break. Don't try and steal my phone. That's okay. I know you young people. Want to see me phone.
Anybody got a problem on these? If a mommy
This
got
is my day. This is my day.
Another hashtag Tuesday slayed and conquered. My name is Connie Roberts. You've been watching the awesome Trending SA with the beautiful people. Firstly, I'd like to say to Abantu True Love, if you'd like to come back to us, you know our our hashtag and our trending, and where to get hold of us on Twitter or Instagram. Right. Okay, fine. Right.
False love.
Wait, before we continue with these crazy people, I've got a young man who wants to say something to a young lady. You go, Mr. Yellowbone.
I just want to apologize for the rude comments I made 2 weeks ago about Natasha Tahani. Some of the tweets, not all of them. It was very wrong of me, and I just want to say I'm sorry.
Oh.
You are a man. You are a
Oh,
man.
that's very cool. You know what? While you're apologizing and you know you're being
In the spirit.
In the spirit
of
I'm going to
apology.
apologize because a lot of people were like, no, but you were being shady yesterday about a particular ring that apparently I said was sponsored, which I didn't actually. Twitter said before me. But I want to apologize and I just want to say, like, I've gotten around to the idea of this particular couple. I think they're really beautiful. Look, take a look. Oh, wait.
You know what this means?
How is that an apology, Shaka? How is that an apology?
Who did that? Hey, control.
Dreams do come true.
What?
Dreams do come true.
Did you
Dreams
change
do
the
come true.
What happens to the ring then if she's with him?
Did you guys change the picture? Who
I
did
don't know,
that?
maybe she's gonna get 2 rings and then stand on them
I
like
guys,
this.
Jada Clifford, we love ya.
Haters will say it's Photoshop.
Nyanya, you are young, you are gorgeous, we love you. Is there any last words, Tweet Guru?
I'm going to keep tweeting. I'm going to keep starting trends, and I'm going to keep the show alive alone.
I drive a Vura and you're young. I drive a Vura and you're
Guys,
young.
can I ask you a question, Tweet Guru? Why don't you change your course to something more along these lines and just become like this multimedia media mogul?
Well, when I was still in high school, I didn't have any. I didn't have any. I wasn't thinking about media. So yeah, maybe I might think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just
But I
dropping
think
some
that
knowledge.
What you're doing now is marketing to that because you're going to have those people anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget, guys, you can catch us again at 12 midday tomorrow for this repeat of this episode. Tweet Guru is trending! Tweet Guru is trending! Tweet Guru is trending!
Tweet Guru on TSA. Very well done. Very
Beautiful,
well done.
baby.
Welcome.
We've got a few seconds left. It's Tuesday. What do you choose this Tuesday?
I don't know. People.
Beautiful. What do you choose this Tuesday, Shaka? Okay, and
Caught me off guard. Let me just think about this.
I choose these shoes. Guys, can you see also the legs that go into the shoes? They're nice and thick.
let's see. They are stunning. Oh wow! Oh wow! Unique is what you are. Isn't Kanye wearing the same? Never mind. So, what do you choose?
Well, I choose the freedom to be and the freedom of expression, and people should not catch feelings, just be. That's what I choose.
I choose. What do you choose, sir?
I think I should choose those shoes and those. No, look, I choose. I choose to say happy birthday to my 3-year-old.
Oh, can we sing to him?
It was.
Happy birthday
It was
to
great.
you. Happy
Happy Diwali.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Walter.
Oh, and I need to say something. Tony, my boss from Metro FM, wants your number. So you are cutting, you're making it. You are making it for
10%. 10%.
Got the number for you, Tony.
10%.
So we've got Nina, we got Shaka, we got Tweet Guru, we got Kanye, we got to go, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Time to go until we meet again. We'll
What do you
meet
choose, Guru?
again.
What do you choose?
I choose Trending SA. It's 101 episodes. I love you guys. Let's. No, I choose True Love as well. I choose all of you. I choose everybody. I
Yeah, you
choose
True Love.
Sunday World.
I've been
I choose
saying.
Sunday Time, Sunday Sun. I choose everybody.
It's like a cliche. Why am I